I recorded a video this morning and feel the need to upload it. One, it wasn't really anything like any of these videos are of me driving. I also was putting myself down, which I'm trying not to do. I catch myself sometimes, but this morning I just let myself have it. I got nothing at the moment. I don't like talking about too personal of things going on in my life. Just, generic thoughts. Maybe deeper than generic. But nothing personal. I got a couple of outlets for that. But sometimes they're not readily available. My head is really fucking killing me. Yesterday I was cracking my neck, which I shouldn't be doing, and it did this thing where it felt like it was, how do I describe it? I didn't like it. It didn't hurt, but it felt weird, and I felt like if I kept doing it, it would make things a lot worse. Like, it felt like a pinch, a tightness, I don't know. It makes me cringe when I do it. Now, since I did that, my neck's been pretty sensitive, and I have like a slight headache right now. I'm 42 years old, and I feel like I'm going nowhere. See, that's not positive talk. And today I read like four, what do I call them? It's a positive self-talk book. And there's just, for every date, there's something you could say to yourself. I'm trying to think of the right word to call these, and I guess we'll just call it the talk of the day. Well, I had Friday because I was off, then Saturday and Sunday and today, all of which try to keep in mind, but the second I close that book, I forget. But the one I read today for Monday was about letting go. I'm not quite sure in what context. I think there was, but I don't have the book on me. It's at work. That's where I need it the most. I have a hard time letting go. Whether they're good for me or bad, it doesn't matter. I just have a hard time letting go. And I hate that. There's a situation in my life where I don't want to let go. But I do have to let go a lot of negativity and weight and burdens and whatever the hell you want to call them. I just don't want to let this one certain thing go. Technically two things I don't want to let go. I fuck up all the easy things in life. Oh, there's that negative talk again. It's like, it's so easy for everybody else, but not me. The easy things are easy for everybody else, but not me. For me, it's hard, which makes me believe that, do I have delays? Am I challenged? I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to be negative on myself. I'm really not. Then I just sound like social media. It's just hard to get through work days. Whatever hell big is going on in my life, it stays on my mind. It's hard to focus on anything else. I mean, my job I can do, but I have to constantly like double check my work to make sure I'm not, fucking anything up because I'm not focused well enough. It shouldn't have to be this hard. None of it should be. Nothing in life should be hard. You can't tell me that, well, what is it? Anything worth fighting for in life is going to be hard. I mean, yeah and no. But that's because of, humans. The dynamics we all create. in terms of relationships and shit, I guess. I mean, emotions are a high factor in determining whether or not something can be hard or easy. Trauma and all that shit. Which I've denied for like my entire life, that I had issues, and maybe I could have avoided a lot of freaking problems just by having that knowledge. And I actually went to bed at a decent time last night, and I slept. As far as I know, I didn't wake up, but I still didn't sleep well. I normally stay up to draw, but nothing was coming to me, and the inspiration or anything. I've been confronting blocks more often lately, trying to push through them, and for the most part I do. I go to Olcott and I can draw for the most part, but it's really hard to draw at a picnic table, being my height and the issues I have with my neck and shoulder, because I just stay down for a bit, for a few minutes, and I get this horrible pain in my neck. I can't do it at home either, because it's about the same thing. I have a drawing table, but it's not in use right now. Will be soon. So maybe it'll improve. I have no idea where I was going with this. This is basically the theme of my life. Doesn't have to be Adam. Positive talk, right? How does one keep up with positive talk when shit constantly hits the fan? It's like this one meme I found on the internet one time. It's just a picture of a dude sitting at a table, exhausted beyond reason, because he was trying to make lemonade out of lemons, and life hands you lemons, make lemonade. Well, this guy was just like on a factory line, and the lemons were shooting out everywhere, and he couldn't keep up with making the lemonade, so he just fucking gave up and sat there. And that's how I feel half the time. And I could go to therapy, which I do, and talk my ass off, but then once I leave, I mean, it's all up to me to make things happen, and for the most part, I try, and sometimes I succeed, but then I keep getting belted with lemons again. My head doesn't shut off, and I hate it. If it focused more on like what I love to do and who I love to be with and who I love and blah blah blah, all that shit, I'd have an easier time in life. And no, I've been dealt a shitty hand, not as bad as most people, but I've still been dealt a shit hand. If anything, it's I'm not a poker player, don't understand poker. do put on a pretty good poker face sometimes. Hell, I did it at work earlier today. Everybody is at work like, ooh, why do you have 3 days off? You doing anything fun? I'm like, nope. And I just shut it down right there. Not very good at talking to people. People try to talk to me, and sometimes conversations take off, but for the most part, depending on my mood, I just, no, shut them down, or I give generic replies like, damn, that's crazy, or yeah, fair enough. Well, no, I don't say that a lot. I actually say that. It doesn't matter. You know, damn, that's crazy, or yeah, pretty much it. I mean, you know, those things you just keep repeating, and hopefully the person shuts up, I guess. I don't know. That's only really at work anyway, so I'm just there to do a job. Collect the paycheck and that's it. That's a smart move for a bus to do. Pass a garbage truck, swerving on oncoming traffic. Well, if anything, these videos that I do driving, at least pass the time. I mean, to get shit out. Otherwise, I have everything stuck up here, and I dwell on it too much and beat myself up over it. And the drive seems longer, and I'm already kind of almost home. I got to go to the pharmacy, and then get myself an ice cap because I'm a basic white girl and I love my ice caps. And they give me that shot of sugar that I need, that I don't normally intake on a daily basis. I'm not very good at how the body works either, so just saw a cop. Hopefully he didn't see my lack of inspection sticker, which I'm going to get Wednesday, hopefully. I imagine they only really see that. You get ticketed for that if they pull you over for something else. Unless you get a cop that has a good eye. I mean, when I try to look at other people's inspection stickers, I can't really make out what they say. They look just like a blur. I could put a little piece of paper there just to, be safe about it, but, then I read somewhere that's kind of like illegal, and it might have worse issues if you do that. I don't know. All I know is I want to draw and do something with cats. Because I love cats. Can't be a vet though. I wouldn't be able to handle putting down a cat or being there while someone puts down a cat and then, do it again hours later if I have to. I can't. Even other people's cats, I would freaking have a breakdown. I can't do that. And also vets work with other animals, and I don't want to work with other animals. I just want to work with cats. I know there's cat only vets and everything out there, but still don't want to be a vet. So that's why I was leaning towards the cat training and cat trainer and behaviorist profession. Well, I'm not sure if I want to do that. Most people take that program to get a certificate. It's mostly just something to put on your resume or to add on to whatever degree you have, because it's the degree that everybody wants to see. Ooh la la. And I'm not a degree person. I can't see myself in college. I can't see myself doing any of that shit online or on campus. I already tried it once with ITT Tech. That wasn't even a college. That was more of a trade school. And that was a scam school to begin with. So, live and learn. And that just turned me off from wanting to further anything. I'm lost. I'm a black speck in a black void. You just don't see me. Only very few people can see me. And even that circle's kind of dwindling. It's not fair to be brought into this world and expect to do something to contribute to a society that doesn't really take care of its people in general. It's not. It's a little bullshit if you ask me. From what I understand or heard from somewhere, that when newborns, you're born with all this potential and everything, or something within your brain that you can't access as an adult. It just dwindles away. But how people say, well, it's said that only humans use 10 to 15% of their brain capacity. I guess babies have way more than that, maybe not 100%, obviously. So I think we would be, wandering into telekinesis, telepathic territory. But so if that's where I was getting at. So if we have that potential as newborns, possibly also in the womb and all that jazz, should be given the option to be born or not, knowing what's out there. It doesn't make, I don't know. Here's a quick play-by-play of what the world looks like right now, and here's what your life could look like if you do this or you do that or blah blah blah. Then decide. I don't think it's cool to bring a child in this world let me back up there. I mean, I love my daughter. It was a conscious decision to have her, and she's an awesome kid, and I know she can do a lot. And we did bring her into, did we? She was born pre-COVID. The world's just kind of fucked up right now. I don't know. Well, gotta get my drugs, as that keeps me going happy.